guys! So this is kind of weird because I feel like I'm super happy and like hyperish, yet what I'm going to talk about is something that I kind of feel frustrated about and something that I think needs to be addressed for the diabetic community and also for other people so that they can understand us just maybe a little bit better. So what I'm going to talk about today are diabetic sick days. A diabetic sick day is different than a normal sick day because when people ask you what's wrong or why you weren't at school or at work or at a party or something, you just have to say diabetes. You can't say, oh, I had a cold, oh, I had a flu, or something like that. I mean, maybe you did have those things, but what I'm talking about are just days when you feel sick just because you have diabetes. There are a lot of reasons that this could happen. You could have woken up with a really low blood sugar, thought that you fixed it, and went back to sleep for a little bit, woke up again and it was low again. And maybe that could happen 3 more times, and by the time you have to get ready for school or actually go to school or work or whatever, you just feel like crap, like your body is just exhausted. And you realize you just cannot make it through the day without resting. Your body just needs to rest. Notice when I tell people, oh, it's just diabetes, like, they don't normally ask a lot of questions because they have no idea. It's like when a guy asks a girl how she's feeling and she says she's on her period, like no questions asked, it's just like, leave her alone. And it's kind of the same if you're diabetic. But then there are also the people who don't really understand, and I feel like I want people to know that if I say I can't be somewhere because of diabetes, there's such a huge umbrella. I mean, besides the low blood sugars, maybe you've had consistently high blood sugars that you just can't seem to bring down no matter how much insulin you're giving yourself, no matter how much exercise you're getting or water you're drinking. You just feel horrible. And I think the first time this happened to me was within the first year I had diabetes, where my blood sugars were probably 300 to 400 for maybe only 3 days. And I talked to my doctor about it and she was like, you know, it only takes like 3 days of consistently high blood sugars to just feel like just been hit by a bus or something. Or like you have the flu. And as soon as she said that, I realized, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Because I knew I wasn't running a fever. I knew that I wasn't like displaying any sort of signs of like a virus or anything. But I just felt like I was hit by a bus. Like everything just hurt. I was tired. Having any sort of hypoglycemic or hyperglycemic episode is something that your body really has to recover from. I know some diabetics can kind of like push it away, like it's not a big deal, I got over it and I kept going. Some people, it takes them longer to recover. It just depends on that person's body, because diabetes, as I put in one of my blog posts, which I'm actually going to link you down below to, has many personalities and it reacts so differently in everyone's bodies. So you can't just judge the way I deal with my diabetes the way somebody else does. But I definitely know a lot of people who, you know, they just can't do it. Just one day they wake up and they realize, wow, my blood sugars are so messed up. I need to rest. I need to recover from this. And I'm bringing this up because on Friday, I actually called in sick to work, and that's not something I really wanted to do because I need money and I need to be keeping busy and stuff. But diabetes had just taken its toll on me. I just couldn't do it. And I think that's something that's true for a lot of diabetics, and I think that if you are diabetic and you don't take sick days because of your diabetes, then you need to give yourself a little bit more leeway because, honey, you deserve it. That's all I have to say. And if you're the type of person who deals with it and it's like not a big deal, then like I'm so happy for you, to be honest. But I wanted to address this just so everybody can understand, and I wanted to make another diabetic video because it seems like people are reacting really well to my other ones, and I think the next one I'm going to make is something like dating and diabetes or something like that. I know there are other videos on YouTube where other diabetics talk about this, but hopefully with me making my own, other people can get a different opinion or a different perspective. So thank you if you watched this video all the way through, and maybe you understand me and diabetics a little bit better now, and I hope you're having a great day. Oh yeah, make sure to subscribe and like because it makes me super happy, and also please follow me on Instagram. I'm going to put that down below too.